The nursing strike that impacted two of New York City's largest hospitals appears to have come to an end. Montefiore, Bronx, and Mount Sinai hospitals released a joint statement this morning saying they've reached a deal with the New York State Nurses Association. The president of the association praised the move as a, quote, historic victory for New York City nurses. Reporter Romney Smith from our affiliate WNBC joined us now from outside the Montefiore Hospital with the latest. Romney, good morning to you. So I guess what's the situation like where you are right now? I'm guessing a little quieter this morning. And what can you tell us about this deal that was reached?
Good morning to you, Joe. I have to let you know that the nurses started reporting back to work at 7 o'clock this morning. So around 6:45, there were lots of cheers and chants and car honking. And, of course, nurses giving each other hugs, welcoming each other back to work because the strike is now officially over. And this happened in the wee hours of the morning. I have to let you know, I start working around 2 a.m. and we got word around 3 a.m. of one deal and about 3:30 of the second deal. And these deals are historic precedents. And they finally agreed to what the nurses have been asking for so long. We're not talking about weeks or months. We're talking about years here. So in the new agreement, tentatively at Montefiore in the Bronx, these nurses are getting a 19.1% wage increase over the next 3 years, 170 new nursing jobs, guaranteed more nurses in the ER, also nurse practitioners. They will also increase nurse education infrastructure and more. The reason why nurses say this new contract that they just are working to ratify is so important is because of the patient to staff ratio. One of their complaints was not about the money. They were saying if we don't have enough nurses, we can't properly treat the patients because we have more of a workload to deal with, let's say, 8 to 10 patients when we might only supposed to have 3 to 4 patients. So that was a really big sticking point, is providing the best care possible for patients and not only getting the guarantee that the hospital would hire more people, but that there would be some kind of accountability and enforcement so that if the hospital doesn't meet those numbers that they are supposed to, that the hospital would have to pay out a penalty directly to those nurses who are then being forced to take on a bigger workload. So that is one of the huge sticking points, and they did, in fact, get that, highlighting it in their release, saying it is precedent setting. Now, there are also other things that they got that we haven't mentioned. For example, they used to get IVF help, about $5,000. That is now increased to $24,000. So this is really an all-encompassing thing, talking about fertility benefits, retirement benefits, pay, staffing. And what the nurses have been saying, very steady for the past 3 days that I've been here, is that they want to make sure that they can do the best job they can and that they need more nurses. And it looks like now that that is on the way, both here and at Mount Sinai, about 7,100 nurses. In fact, it's so important, Governor Kathy Hochul came to welcome nurses back to work this morning.
All right, Romney Smith, thank you so much. Appreciate that report.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.